Olivia Wilde reveals she is worth $10 million and spends more than $100,000 a month, which blew my mind when I stumbled upon this title. I'm like, what the hell are you spending $100,000 a month on? That is a crazy amount of money. A crazy amount of money. And she claims ex Jason Sudeikis is far wealthier than her and is trying to litigate her into debt over child support payments. Let's get into it. This, oh lord. So Olivia Wilde has revealed she is worth more than 10 million despite pleading poverty in her court filings. Can you imagine that? Someone pleading poverty in court when you are worth more than $10 million. That is so freaking disgusting to do. Let's see. She added that she spends $107,000 a month, including nearly $4,000 on laundry and cleaning, a mortgage of more than $58,000, and a whopping $6,500 on utilities such as gas, water, and electricity. Like, what the hell? Like, are you living in a mega mansion? $58,000. Jesus Christ. Hold on. Let's see. That's for like the thumbnail. Hold on. Calculator. Jesus Christ. So, what? So, she spends. She says she spends 107,000, but let's just see how much is the mortgage per year. She spends $696,000 a year on just the mortgage. Like, depending on like the state that you live in, that is potentially a mansion every year that you're like spending your money on. Her total assets stand at 10,569,736 dollars. She revealed in a declaration of income and expenses included in her childcare battle with ex Jason Sudeikis. The revelation came on the day that she and Sudeikis had been due to face off in court in LA. The hearing was taken off the docket at the last minute. And in her declaration filed with LA Superior Court on Thursday, Wilde says she has $645,187 in bank accounts, $3,902,689 in stocks and bonds, and $6,021,860 in real estate and other property, meaning her total worth is 10,569,736. Which this is the thing that like I find typically always funny because it is usually very left-leaning individuals that are worth multiple millions of dollars that try to advocate for very left policies and social issues when like, hey, aren't you like a mega millionaire? There's no way that you can relate to any middle class person or lower class person. Like, that's so much money. Let's see. Wild 39 said her monthly income is $71,667. So basically, she's saying that she spends 30,000 more. Actually, no. Basically, like $35,000 more than what she brings in every month. That is so mentally retarded of her. So in earlier papers, Wilde claimed that the Ted Lasso star Sudeikis is prolonging his court fight with her because he is trying to litigate her into debt. While Jason can afford to spin his wheels with filing after filing, Olivia cannot. Her lawyers wrote in advance of a hearing scheduled in LA for today, which has now been canceled. Jason seems intent on throwing whatever he can against the wall to see what will stick, and this request for order, seeking a stay of the California parentage action, is just the latest example. She accused him of being underhanded and acting in bad faith over the future of their two children. Friday's hearing was scheduled to be over, whether California courts should determine the Warren couple's fight over the children, Otis 8 and 6-year-old Daisy, or whether New York is the appropriate venue. But on Thursday, a judge in New York rejected Sudeikis' request for a second time to have the case moved to the East Coast. It was still on the LA court docket Friday morning, but when neither they nor their attorneys showed up, a clerk said it had been taken off calendar and no new hearing date has been scheduled, etc. So Olivia 39 says the matter has already been settled and it should be in LA. But her ex is obfuscating in his bid to have future hearings held in Brooklyn. Typically, awards of child support in New York are lower than they are in California. Jason should not be permitted to litigate Olivia into debt and then claim she should be deprived of her right to seek a needs-based fee contribution from him, her attorney's right. A like, what? So she's trying to get money from it. Like, hey, you both are multi-millionaires. How the hell can you not take care of your kids when you're both filthy rich? This is God, so stupid. Sudeikis 47 filed a fresh motion to halt a California order that ruled their children should live in the Golden State, giving him time to file an appeal in New York after a judge ruled against his plea last year for the children to reside on the East Coast. In a big win for Olivia, a judge rejected Jason's request in August 2022 to have the case moved to New York. Jason filed an appeal, but according to TMZ, a judge in New York rejected the request once again on Thursday. Let's see. Olivia contends that the children are living in California and have no reason to move, noting that daughter Daisy has never attended school in New York and Otis only attended one semester of kindergarten in New York in 2019. Her attorneys claim while the details of Jason's finances are presently unknown, as he refused to substantially respond to basic discovery, she is aware that he is far wealthier than she is. Olivia claims in her declaration that she believed things were moving toward a more amicable solution earlier this year, but was blindsided when she learned of Jason's legal tactics. We were scheduled to start working with a family therapist in California in mid-January. Other things were calming down, and we're going to move forward in a more amicable, respectful fashion, Olivia says. Instead, I learned on January 10th, 2023, that the entire time I was negotiating the parenting time schedule in California, Jason was plotting to proceed with the New York child support proceeding behind my back. Apparently, he had learned that the court date for our first appearance was January 4th, 2023, and purposefully did not advise me of it, nor did his lawyer advise my lawyers. Not knowing the date, neither I nor my lawyers appeared. Jason's underhandedness and bad faith in these proceedings is astounding. I am completely perplexed at why he believes that engaging in intimidation or trickery will serve him or our children's best interest. The two ignited speculation that they were headed for a recoupling in January when they were spotted together in LA, however the latest legal sparring suggests otherwise. So the exes have been stuck in a nasty bi-coastal custody battle for the past several years, due in large part to the fact that Olivia lives in LA and Jason lives in New York City, which caused major controversy when the actress was served with custody papers while on stage in front of 4,000 industry insiders. But Wilde says even that is not wholly true, and Sudeikis' sisters now live in the Brooklyn townhouse that they own, and Jason only stays with them when he is in town. Following their split in 2020, Olivia and Jason initially seemed to be very much on the same page and were cordial to each other, putting their children first. Olivia then met Harry Styles at a party for Irving Azoff, and at the time production was beginning for Olivia's directorial debut film, Don't Worry Darling, which she also starred in. The drama offset took center stage when Olivia got into a blowout fight with the lead actor Shia LaBeouf, and after his exit, Olivia replaced him with Harry, who had only had a few acting roles prior. In January 2021, rumors that Olivia and Harry were more than just friends and co stars were confirmed when they were spotted holding hands in public. Harry then solidified the situation when he referred to her as his girlfriend. Interesting. So attach copies of your pay stubs for the last 2 months and proof of any other incomes. Take a copy of your latest federal tax return to the court hearing. Blah 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 blah. Salary wages gross before taxes 41,667. Other payments, I guess the Wilde company income, $30,000. Rental property income, $30,000 for the previous month. Interesting. So yeah, cash and checking account, savings, credit union 645 187, stocks, bonds, and other assets I could easily sell. So the trust asset 3,902,689. All other property blah 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 blah. Real estate 6,021,860. Crazy. She is so filthy rich. Shortly thereafter, her cordial co-parenting with Jason turned ugly. In April 2022, Olivia was served with legal papers regarding the custody of Otis and Daisy while she's giving a speech on her newest movie, Don't Worry, Darling. In August 2022, Olivia responded to Jason's filing, court documents obtained by Daily Mail. She said that she and Jason had previously agreed to let the kids finish their school year in LA while he filmed Ted Lasso. Yeah, I don't see anything else interesting. Let's see. No fault divorce equals women screw over men and make them not want to get married. Feminism destroys families. Her kids are apparently a meal ticket. 100K a month. A lot of people don't even make close to that as their annual income. What planet is she living on? Her monthly income is just over 70K, yet she claims to spend over 100K per month. Sounds very financially savvy. I think she is a complete fool when it comes to personal finances. Hold on. Let's do the best rated. Olivia comes from big family money. If her parents won't help her, that tells us everything we need to know. Also look at past pictures of the kids with her and with him. Olivia's moments are staged, while they look much more at ease with Jason. Those poor kids need stability and will only get it with them. The thing is, I probably wouldn't. I'll put it this way. I would actually probably believe that because he was the one that served for child custody. Poor kids, agreed. You need to love your children more than you hate your ex, true. Interesting. Feel free to give your thoughts. It's just, to me, when I stumbled upon where she was basically spending over $100,000 a month, my mind was blown, right? I'm like, what could you even spend that money on? But apparently, she's spending it on like some sort of like crazy expensive home for like more than half that, which is crazy to me. I think she's spending more than $60,000 a month just on her home. That is beyond disgusting. Especially since another way to think about it, like, hold on. So she is technically spending $107,000 a month, right? So $107,000 a month times 12 months is she's spending $1,284,000 a year. That's her expenses, right? If she put that money into, like, for example, SPY or the S&P 500, right? Just as an example, right? Where on average it gets about 10% annual return, which I believe means about 7 years, like 7 to 10 years, it will probably like double, but let's just say 10 years, right? So after 10 years, let's just say it'll double, right? So times two, that would be 2,568,000. It would double again, right? So like, I just don't understand this, really, right? Because she could make such good investments for her kids to where her kids could be taken care of for life, and yet she's spending over $1 million a year for what? Like, I just don't understand this. I don't understand why people spend so much money. Because, like, basically after like a like, if she's just spent 1 year, like, instead of 1 year of spending like she's doing right now, but invested that same amount of money like once, right, and just left it in like an investment, she would have over 10 million after a few decades. It's just, ugh. I just don't understand it. I don't understand how, like, people can make so much money but then be so stupid with their money that they make.